I want to share a personal story about my own relationship journey. I relate to so many people who are hoping to find a relationship or being frustrated with what's out there and relationships that don't seem to go anywhere. I have been through a lot of that stuff myself, and I understand what it's like to be in that position. I got divorced and I was single for 7 years before finding my current partner, and we just actually got married. It's not something I ever thought would happen for me, to be honest with you. When I was single, I went through so many ups and downs. At first, I really wanted to find somebody right away and just not feel that pain of being by myself. I didn't have a lot of confidence that I could do certain things alone. I relied on my former partner to help me with a lot of things. And after some failed dating, I was doing my PhD program. I was so busy and so frustrated with dating that I decided I didn't want to date at all. So I had a couple of years where I didn't go on any dates. And what I found there was that things were hard for a while, but they helped me understand that I could do all of these things by myself. I found I could do a lot of things better than my ex was able to do them. No shade, but I remember asking him to figure certain things out for me. Like, for example, what if you have to call your health insurance company and ask them a question? Something like that was too overwhelming for me. And when I was forced to do it myself, I realized it's not that hard. And I was doing some things better than somebody that I had been with that wasn't reliable. So it forced me to feel very confident in myself and very capable. Then I moved into another stage of trying to fill my life up with positive things that I love. One of the things I did, which I recommend to a lot of people and a lot of clients, is I started volunteering. I care a lot about nonprofit work. I care a lot about kids, teenagers, foster kids. It's where I ended up putting a lot of my effort. And I started volunteering for fundraising committees and events, and I ended up making a lot of friends. And I ended up having someplace that I was supposed to be. At first, I really lamented not having any dates, not having anywhere to go, and I felt sorry for myself. And then I constructed that. I started going to events, I started doing even networking things that turned out being fun and helped me meet a lot of people. I ended up getting on some of these nonprofit boards, currently the chair of a board that helps homeless youth who have aged out of foster care or are homeless because they are LGBT. And that has fulfilled me so much. I had so much fun by myself. And I also pushed myself to do things that might have been scary for me. I bought a really cool car. That was my dream to do. I took a couple of vacations by myself. And then when I met the person that I'm currently with, I remember he asked me if I wanted to take a trip with him between Christmas and New Year's. And I said, no, I have tickets to a comedy show and I really don't want to miss it. And he said, who are you going with? And I said, oh, I'm going with myself. And he almost didn't believe me. He thought I might have had another date because we were only a month into dating. And he was so nice. He arranged a driver to take me there because he was worried about me because I was going by myself to Fort Lauderdale. And that was great. We met through networking. We had a lot of mutual friends and we're both into cars. And I posted something on my social media about my car and he commented on it. And I didn't even know it was a date at first. I thought, oh, we're just networking. I'm just meeting another person like I do professionally all the time. And it turned into something. And looking back, I remember how often at that time I was telling people that I was happy with my life. I was happy with my personal life. I felt fulfilled. I felt a lot of joy. I felt like my personal life was rich with things to do and with cool people. And that's when it happened for me. But along that road, there were many experiences where I was trying to force a person to be ready to be in a relationship with me, trying to read into mixed signals, falling for breadcrumbs, just doing all the things that you're not supposed to do but are natural to do when you want to be in a relationship or when you start to have feelings for someone and you don't want it to not work out. I did a lot of those things. And when I finally tried to focus more on what made me happy is when I ended up finding a relationship. And it's a relationship that is not the center of my universe, but that lifts me up and we complement each other. So that's just something that I wanted to share about my own journey, to let you know that I understand, but that there is a way. And that way is not making a specific checklist of everything you want in a person, or trying to make somebody into the person that you think that they could be. It's about making yourself happy, knowing who you are, and starting to understand what kind of person would complement that, and letting it come at the right time instead of trying to find it or go after it.